You don't have a money problem, you have a skill problem. I've been trading these markets well over 20,000 hours, okay? And I know a lot, and I'm gonna share with you the things that help me out so it can help you out today. And the first thing is going back to what I just said before. You don't have a money problem, you have a skill problem. Skills is actually what makes the money. This is why when you give people money, they can blow it, right? Like almost instantly, right? I believe that a lot of people that win the lottery, I think like around 70%, 80% lose most of the money. And it's because they didn't build that money from the ground up. It was no skills involved, okay? So the same thing with trading. I don't care how much money you start with. If you have no skills, you're gonna blow that money. So we have to learn how to develop skills. What is a skill? First of all, a skill is education plus experience, okay? Always remember that, education plus experience. So you have to educate yourself and then you have to gain experience, right? A lot of people want to skip the experience part, but you can't skip it, okay? So I want you to think about success like a pill, right? So let's say we created a success pill and we had we put different ingredients inside this pill, right? And let's say this pill, had side effects, right? So let's say, one of the ingredients of the pill is hard working. The next one we can put in dedication. Next one, knowledge, right? And so on. We having different ingredients in that pill. Now, when we take that pill, right, it's going to throw off side effects. And one of the side effects, it could be freedom, right? Because when you are successful, that's one of the things you can experience, freedom. Another side effect is money, right? And another side effect could be attraction, right? A lot of people love successful people. So, you definitely become a magnet. So you have to understand money is a side effect. It's not the thing that's making the money. So you can't just say, oh, I need more money so I can make money. No, you need money, okay? But you also need skills. And a lot of people just somehow forget that. So you have to build skills, understand the experience part, understand that it's going to take time to gain that experience and go from there. Now, the next thing you have to realize, okay, when you're on your trading journey is focus on one good trade. Mike Bellafor actually wrote a book called, I think, One Good Trade or something like that. And basically the book is about just taking one good trade, right? And then after that, you take another good trade. And after that, you take another good trade. So the whole idea is to literally focus on one good trade, right? So you don't want to think about the past. You don't want to think about the future. You literally just want to focus on the now. That is it. Because the now that's the only thing that matters, okay? We can't fix the past and we don't even know the future. We can just focus on the now and that's it. So you take one good trade. Even if that trade is a loser, boom, oh well. Next trade, we take another good trade. So we could control taking good trades, okay? We can't control the outcome, but we can control taking a good trade. So you want to focus on taking one good trade at a time, all right? You don't want to take in between. You don't want to take, these bad trades. No. In order to become a successful trader, you take one good trade. And after that, you take another good trade. And after that, you take another good trade. So focus on one good trade at a time, and that will help you. Now, the next thing is figure out how to be okay with losing. Now, I know this is going to be hard because, losing is hard for, just human beings in general, but you have to figure out a way to be okay with losing, okay? The way I figured out, guys, one way was just size down. Because if you have a loser and that loser make you so depressed to the point where you're hitting your desk or you're shaking your head or you want to just break something, that means that you sized up too much. So I want you to think about losing $1. Are you really going to be upset losing $1? Maybe not, right? So that's the whole concept. The whole concept is you want to risk an amount where it doesn't feel bad. That's the whole idea. So figure out a way to be okay with losing, and that will help you with your trading journey, because I'm telling you right now, losers can literally make you, it could just throw you off as a trader, mess up your confidence, make you second guess yourself, put you in a dark place. So we have to be okay with the losing part. Even with drawdown, because we all gonna experience some type of drawdown where we are gonna have like a losing week, or even a couple of weeks losing for a couple of weeks, or even more. So we have to definitely have to experience that. If you go to a drawdown period, one thing I can tell you that can help you with that is, well, a couple of things. Size down if you have to go on demo, and also you want to just make sure you look at all of your bad trades, okay? Even your good trades too. You want to make sure that you are, doing the right things, because a lot of times if we're in a slump, maybe it's something wrong with us. It could be the market too, definitely, but you might be doing something wrong. So check that out. And while you're checking that out, you can size down or go on demo, or just, even take a break, all right? So those are the things that will definitely help you with the losing part. Now, the next thing, guys, this is a big one. Trade what you see and not what you think, right? I actually created a short. It's a very popular short, got a lot of views. And basically that was the title, Trade What You See, Not What You Think, right? So you basically don't want to marry your bias. Let's say, for an example, you have a bullish bias, but the market breaks key support, it's going down, and you're saying to yourself, no, the market, there's no way the market can actually continue to go down. And you buy, next thing you know, it's keep going down, and then you're losing a lot of money. It's because you're trading what you think, not what you are seeing. So this is why you have to trade what you see and not what you think, okay? There were a lot of times where I messed up, a lot, and lost a lot of money just because I was married to my bias, right? I was like, this market has to go up, or this market has to go down. And then I lost a lot of money. So guys, trade what you see and not what you think. Now, the next one is, don't have time goals and money goals, okay? This is a very big one, because I'm not really a big goal person. I know a lot of people will tell you to set goals, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like, if you really look at most people, and most people that set goals, they don't really reach their goals anyway. And I looked at it, and I realized that goal setting is something that I think a lot of people just do it wrong, right? In my opinion, you shouldn't really goal set, right? Or if you do, it shouldn't be based on money and time. It should be based on, okay, today my goal is to do X amount of work between 9:30 to 11, So it's more like a task, right? So let's talk about trading. One of your goals could be, okay, today I'm going to make sure that I won't revenge trade. Okay, that's a goal that you can actually set and actually achieve. All right. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna revenge trade. Another goal could be, all right, for 30 days straight, I'm gonna make sure I write in my journal, whatever the case is, right? That is a goal that you can actually achieve. But when you say something like, okay, in 6 months, I want to make 50K, that is something you don't have no control over, guys. And you're gonna beat yourself in the head. So you want to focus on things that you can actually control, because I noticed that when I have time goals, okay, like I want something done in 3 months, 6 months, it never works out, right? Especially if I give it a money amount, it never works out. The best time to actually give yourself money goals and time goals is when you have momentum behind you. So let's say, for example, you're consistently making $1,500 a month, okay, from trading. Then you can say, all right, now since I have the data, I know that I'm making $1,500 a month. Now I can say, all right, this month my goal is to make maybe 2,000. The reason why you can say that is because you have maybe 3 months, 4 months of data saying that you're making $1,500, right? So now making an extra $500 shouldn't be that much. So that's the best way, in my opinion, to actually set money goals and time goals, is when you have consistency and momentum behind you. All right, so the next one is understand the direction of the market, okay? So direction, in my opinion, would be understanding market structure, understanding, the different states of the market. And this is gonna help you out, because I'm telling you right now, that's the foundation. A lot of people talk about order flow. A lot of people talk about supply and demand. A lot of people talk about, fair value gaps, order blocks, you name it, Fibonacci, you name it, right? But I'm telling you right now, none of those things matter if you get the direction wrong, okay? So you have to understand the direction first okay? Again, it's the foundation first, and then you can add those other things we talked about, okay? You can add whatever you want to add, but the direction is the main part. So study direction, master it, understand it, okay? And then layer everything else on top of that. All right, the next one, guys, is find a lane and stick to it, okay? Trust me, next month, there's always gonna be a new shiny thing. Somebody's gonna rename, something that been going on for a long time. They're gonna just rename it and it's gonna sound shiny. It's gonna sound new, but it's not. It's just gonna be the same thing. So I want you to stay focused, stay in your lane, figure out what you are good at and stick to it. And that is it. I'm good at trading the NASDAQ 5-minute chart. Now, in the future, will I continue to trade NASDAQ? Who knows? But right now, that's my lane, okay? NASDAQ 5-minute, let's go, right? Guys, I don't want you to care about other people because, some people gonna say, oh, you trade that, or you do this, or you do that. Do not let people get you off the game. Continue to go, stay in your lane, okay? You know that you are, you're not a in and out scalper, right? You probably want to just take one trade for the day and that's it. You don't want to take 5-10 trades for the day. That's not your lane, okay? That's definitely not my lane. So I want you to understand, find your lane, stick to it, and do not let people persuade you to say, oh, you trading that way, that's stupid. Don't do that, come do this, right? Because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of people that will tell you that. And the reason why is because maybe, let's say, for example, you had a bad week. Guys, it's so easy to switch strategies, because especially somebody that you see, let's say they're a fast scalper, right? And they in and out the market and they made profits that week. You like, oh man, he's making profits and I had a losing week. Let me see what he's doing. And then you go into a lane that's not even your lane. You're not an in and out type of trader. But again, you have to understand your lane, stick to it, and knock out all the distractions and keep going. All right, so the next one, guys, is do not get caught up with the tilt disease, okay? You don't want to go on tilt, guys, because this is this disease, right, is something that could really mess you up, because you can be doing so good for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even for a month, 2 months. And then this one day, guys, you go on tilt and you just blow up everything. You know how depressing that is? You know how, like, guys, you go through, like, you're doing so good for so long, and there's that one day you just blow up everything. So I don't want you to get caught up with that, okay? So figure out what trigger you, figure out your triggers, what makes you tick, figure out that and get it under control so you don't have those blow up days, because those days right there are so disgusting. And it hurts bad. And sometimes it's hard to actually recover, after those days. Like it's gonna take you a while, because imagine you're doing good for like 2-3 months and then you just blow it in one day. I mean, it's gonna take you a while just to get over that. So make sure you understand what makes you tick, what makes you go on tilt, so you can correct that. And the last one, guys, is screen time, okay? Screen time. Guys, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing better than screen time. The more reps you put in, the better you're gonna get. It's just what it is, right? So you put in that screen time, you back test like crazy, you take a whole bunch of screenshots, you make sure you journal, you do all these different things, right? And that's giving you that screen time, it's giving you those reps. And all of a sudden you're gonna realize, wow, like I actually understand the market. Because what you really want is you want to become a trader where you understand what's happening before it happened. Okay, so of course we don't know the future, but we're trying to understand what's happening or what could happen, right, while the market is unfolded. So good example is, let's say the market is going up, right, and then it's starting to make a left shoulder, a head, and then it crashed down, right? Well, you can say, well, that looks like a possible head and shoulder. So we're waiting for the market to make that right shoulder so we can take that short. So we're literally dissecting the market, right? And we're trying to, understand the future and understand what's happening right now, because you can't be that trader that always saying, oh man, the market looks much clearer now because it's after the fact. Well, you have to figure out a way to understand before it happens, right? So the only way you can do that is by screen time, back testing like crazy, even forward testing, journaling, screenshots, studying your losing trades, studying your winning trades. All this stuff, when you combine all this stuff, that's just giving you more screen time, more experience, more everything, and that alone is going to help you become that great trader. So guys, step up your game. Make sure you journal. Make sure you take screenshots. Make sure you back test like crazy. I don't care when anyone says back testing works. Trust me, it works. So keep doing those things. Putting a lot of screen time. You're going to become a very good trader. Okay, so guys, do these things. This helped me out. Okay, and I know it will help you out. So that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But until then, guys, take care and have a great day.